Please start recording here. Good afternoon and welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. It's a sunny day here. Well, it's sunny with cloudy periods. Just as I say, oh, it's a sunny day, the sun goes behind the clouds. Oh well. Anyway, sunny day here on the east coast of Canada. Let's just say I've been very happy to have my air conditioner this summer. There were only like 2 days that it didn't have to have my air conditioner on since, the end of June, or middle of June, really, actually. Hey, Janet, nice to see you. Eileen, you can mod Janet there to help you out if you want some help. Steampunk Fashions. Carol got her second coloring book today. Yay, TNT. Woohoo. So I am using Prismas, and like Paula, I can be a perfectionist. I can be a perfectionist about everything. But I am working on trying to be a perfectionist, but not let's say stressing over it. So I'm going to try and do straight lines here that will look like the fabric grain. For my first layer here anyway. Hey Bunny, yeah. Everybody's saying hi. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, this is being recorded live on ustream.tv/channel/musicscrap, MUSICSCRP. And I stream live Mondays at 4 Eastern and Thursdays at 1 Eastern. You're welcome to sign up for a Ustream account. It's free. And come on and over and join us, because the fun about doing it live is that there are people in the live chat that you can chat with while I'm doing the boring parts. And believe me, they can be quite entertaining. This group of fibs, my friends in the box. Not only have they saved my sanity over the last 6.5 years, but have totally opened up the world of art to me. I've always been interested in art, but never felt like I could do art because my sister is the one with the artistic talent in our family. I've always been creative. I've been the one with the kind of made my profession in music, although both my sisters are also musical as well. But I was the one who chose to do it as a profession. My older sister, is an amazing percussionist, absolutely amazing drummer and xylophone and every percussion instrument on the planet. Well, almost. Anyone she's tried, let's just put it that way. She's also the same one who is the artist. She paid you to mod her? That's funny, Eileen. Hey, Mika. Oh, that is funny. Hey, Vicky, yes. Okay, Dee Dee. course, my next project in this book will be off camera. I bought this book because I wanted to practice my coloring and shading of faces and bodies and clothing before I continue my quest to learn how to draw. I figure if when I learn how to draw, if I already know and am more comfortable with this step of coloring and shading, then once I, get a face or a person drawn, I will at least know this step to go beyond the drawing part. Believe me, for me this part's much easier than the drawing part of it, but anyway, we shall see what happens. Oh, I was like, where did my sharpener go? It was here a minute ago. Hey, Jillian! He's... You'll notice I kind of did one the other day before I finished my stream. So, it's pretty quiet on Monday on my stream. I think I have to kind of pay. I think I'm going to change my glasses. I'm going to switch to my reading glasses, I think, for this. A little easier to see what I'm doing. It's better. Not that it helps a lot, it's just a little clearer. 10% vision is 10% vision. The glasses don't help. They just make things a little less blurry. Which, compared to what you guys see, would still be extremely blurry. I remember in biology class, in grade 10, because I didn't take biology in grade 12, I took physics. But I remember in biology class, learning how to manipulate the microscope and fine-tune it. And of course, because with my vision, one of the things that's way off is the inability of my eyes to focus. And so when I would focus the microscope to make it as clear as possible for me, where I still couldn't really see the molecule, I would see a spot, but I couldn't see details of a molecule or anything in the microscope. But I remember when we would be practicing or we would be testing and I would focus the microscope and then the teacher would come over to check, and I remember the first time him jumping back because it was nowhere near clear for him, but because my eyes are so functionally different, it was as clear as it would get for me. So anyway, he had to adjust my mark and my testing because of my eyes a couple of times. Like for example, when we did the earthworm and dissected the earthworm, and I knew how to dissect. It was kind of tough, but once we got it dissected, to see and identify the organs inside the earthworm are kind of impossible when you only have 10% vision. So he would give me a paper diagram to label. Hey Linda, Ellie. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Continuing in my The Look from Monday. That's my face and hair that I did on Monday. Not too bad. I had to do a fix on the neck, but actually, after my mess up and my wonderful discovery of my white eraser, I was able to save her and actually did a better job on the chin the second time after I saved her with my eraser. So okay. It was so funny yesterday at Dee Dee's stream. I only nodded off for about 2 minutes, but I just happened to nod off at the 2 minutes when she went poof. Because I remember seeing the spill, and I remember her like, oh, I have to wipe this up, and moving everything off. And then next thing I know, she's gone, and I'm like, where did Dee Dee go? Because she didn't disappear right away. So I only nodded off for a second, but I missed the poof, and glad she got everything dried out. Down a little bit so it comes out the bottom, so I have somewhere to color onto when I go off the page. Okay, so now I want to do a little more with So I'm just trying to find the places where these folds, natural folds in the fabric would happen beyond where they're drawn in to kind of shade them in. Hey Tina, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome from the world down under. Okay, this is my medium, isn't it? Yes, okay, good. That's what I want. Well, lots of work being done around my apartment complex the last couple of days. Yesterday, in the pouring rain, they pressure washed the building, all the windows on the outside and the siding and the decks, etc. And tomorrow they're coming in to do maintenance, cleaning of the filter of the air exchanger. So rats, Tina. Sorry about that. Gosh darn it. Is everybody else okay? Your stream working all right? Poor Eileen can't give me instructions on my coloring. Well, I guess she could. She's being very quiet, though. So is Janet. I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood to get paints out, so I figured, if I don't finish her now on stream, I'll never finish the page. Tends to be my way of doing things. Starting things, not finishing them. Okay, Dee Dee. Really, Janet? Oh, okay. Alrighty then. No worries. I know sometimes it's just a place to come and sit while you work, or not, or just a place to come and sit. Eileen. Good typo there, Eileen. Or was it even a typo? Ha ha. Oh, dear. Hey, Christy. Nice to see you. Well, that's true, Janet. That's true. Yay, Vicky S. is coloring along with me. Hi, Emma. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're healing nicely. Hey, Hubs, by the way. Hey, Dee Dee's Hubster. Mr. Dee Dee. Should call him Mr. Dee Dee. I didn't do that one correctly that I filled in there, so that one's going to be different than the rest of them. Maybe I can add some more shading at the top here and fix it. Because I shaded the top and the bottom of that one, and I shouldn't have really. So, of course, the Olympics is on in the background. Right now, they're showing the BMX. The heats of the, I don't know what they call it when they have more than one rider on the track at a time, the races. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to my light color. Ah, good. Alright. I may have to actually go in with my darkest before I do this. Because the middle and the medium and the light color seem to be too close to create a real shadow here. So I'm going to go back in with just a thin line of the darker blue. Oh, good, Eileen. Woohoo! Definitely not Jillian. Definitely not. Jillian is multitasking, watching the Olympics too. The decathlon is quite the competition going on between the Canadian and the American. And then we have the 100-meter relay, which our Canadian men made it through, as did our women, made it through to the finals. Woohoo! The poor American women, of course, they get another chance, but they got messed up in their race because a runner got in their way, so they missed the exchange. So they have to run another time. I agree, Dee Dee. Eileen has no idea how wonderful it is to have her back with us. I bet, Eileen. I bet her excuse box is likely very full by now. After all that time. Seemed like forever. I know it wasn't, but of course I'm sure it seemed like a long time for you too. Of course, last night after Paula was done, before I could go to bed, I had to watch Big Brother US and Celebrity Big Brother. Ooh, boy. Yeah, Emma. Kelly. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Well, you know, Kelly, some of us, Eileen is one of those. Eileen and Dee Dee. Well, of course, Dee Dee was, I found Dee Dee and Paula, so they were kind of in the group before me, but I found them like 6.5 years ago. And so we've known each other very well online for 6.5 years. Quite a group of us, and it's like having very good friends. We know a lot about each other. We share this common artistic interest or passion, whatever you want to call it. And it's the good side of online. And I still think that 60 Minutes or Dateline needs to do a show on our group. I am Sassy Pants. Sassy! I know my sister and my mom would probably agree with that. Eileen, anyone want to know secrets about Jean? Hey, where's Macadamia? Get her over here. I saw her on. Oh, she's got company, doesn't she? Oh, yeah. Family visiting, I think. Uh-huh. That's true, Emma. Everybody's welcome. New people are welcomed into the fold. And it's so cool that we can get together with people from Australia and Belgium and the UK and Canada and the US in one place. It's just mind-boggling. You know? Uh-oh, Eileen's been shopping again. We've all saved a lot of money while you've been gone, Eileen. We have saved a lot of money. Especially Janet. She's best at spending her money, as you say. As she said a minute ago in the chat. Yeah, Janet's like, want some links, Eileen? Oh, dear. Janet's trying to strike while Eileen's still a little off her game. Okay, now I can go back to my medium, I think. How come I have these 3 blue and these 3 blue? I guess these are the ones I decided to use, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Now I can go back to my light. I did it. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, I missed a spot. So once again, I'm trying to keep the pencil going up and down for the fabric, grain of the fabric. Hey, Allie. Eileen. Eileen even fills up her Amazon UK cart, apparently. Don't you have to pay a lot in shipping, though, Eileen, from Amazon UK? Most of the things I try, if I ever go on to Amazon.com, US one, they never deliver it to me. I have to go through Amazon Canada, but not everything is offered in Amazon Canada. I hope you're not seeing just the top of my head here. Oh no, Sarah. Emma, do not. That's funny. Oh yeah, I started to say at the beginning of the stream that my next project in this book, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the pages that Dee Dee colored on stream in detail, and I'm going to open her video, and I'm going to follow along her process with the same colors and the same. I didn't want to do that for the first project. I wanted to see where I'm starting from and then see what I can do following along with her color choices and techniques. Hey, CR, no problem. I like what they call the European style. Mine is pampered. They're talking of all things can openers in my chat right at the moment. If you're watching the recording, I really like my European style can opener that cuts the lid off without a sharp edge. Cuts underneath the lid instead of cutting out the center of the top lid like traditional ones like the old days. Mine's by Pampered Chef, but I know Starfrit has a really, really good one as well, and it's a decent price, the Starfrit one, Janet. Alright, so what do you think of that? Pretty good shading on the inside of that braided part? Thanks, CR. Now, see, when I held it up to the camera, I could see a couple of spots that needed kind of reworked. Like that I missed, sort of thing. Thanks, Mindy. Thanks, Dee Dee. Thanks, Jillian. Oh, no. CR hates. Yeah, exactly, Emma. Being in Europe, that's the kind she has. It's really nice because then you can use if you want, you can use the lid for crafts without worrying about cutting yourself and the cans. Nothing ends up sharp. It flattens out all your edges. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, Elsie. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if we've met before or not. Oh, Dee Dee is Oh, is that a secret, Dee Dee? Because I won't say it on the stream if it's a secret. I won't say it on the recording. Of course, it. Oh, yeah, I know, Dee Dee. Poor Carrie. Gotta send Carrie our hugs. She's got roaming gnomes moving in and out next door. Oh, she needs to be sharper. It's hard to make a decision without Eileen, isn't it, Janet? Sorry, I had pencil in my mouth when I was talking. That was quite rude. It's hard to make a purchase without Eileen's assistance. I think Janet was going through withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, the garden gnome. Travelocity. It's used on Amazing Race because Travelocity sponsors certain parts of the Amazing Race and prizes on the Amazing Race. So the gnome always appears in one of the legs of the final legs of the Amazing Race, where they have to carry the gnome with them, and he gives them a hint or whatever. Trying to make this a nice rich blue. There, that's what I want. Not bad. Of course, as Paula said, it would have been a lot quicker if I had done a layer of marker or something under this, but I don't know. I just wanted to do one with pencil crayon. So that's what I'm doing. Since I want to practice my pencil crayon layering techniques, it makes sense that that's what I'm going to use, right? Oh, Allie, it's just, she lives in a duplex, and the people who own the duplex have decided to, since they didn't rent out the other half, they've decided to turn it into a Airbnb. So people will be renting it and showing up for an evening or two, probably to play at the car track that's in the area. joke. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Ah. Sometimes it's good to look at the computer screen to see what you're working on, to kind of step back from it and get a different perspective on your work. And that's what I find anyway. Alright, let's continue working from the bottom, I think. Try to remember to turn my pencil a little more often to keep it sharp longer. Something I learned from Dee Dee, watching Dee Dee. Who, of course, is the most awesome pencil artist and collage artist I know. I still, after 6 years, am amazed and have no idea how she turns torn bits of magazine and calendar images into a collage. No idea how it happens. It just... So I've determined that the only explanation is that Dee Dee is magic. Dee Dee is magic. That's it. Has to be the only explanation. Hey, Janice. Nice to see you. It's the truth, Dee Dee. It is the truth. You're a wizard. That's it. You're a wizard. Magical. That's it. And I send my sister images of my pages that I do. She's just like, so cool, Jean. How do you come up with your ideas? And I'm like, well, I've watched others for years, and I just discovered that my ideas come from either song lyrics titles or from quotes that I can't just randomly, like Paula and Carrie can just open their journal and start slapping down paint and stamp and textures and like come up with a cool page, but I can't do that. I have to be inspired by something that, affects me. It's the same, like, I've written a few songs, but I'm not very good at writing lyrics. The music comes very easy. But when trying to write lyrics to a song, I can't just sit down and write lyrics to a song. So there has to be a reason or an inspiration. The first song I wrote ever was for my cousin's wedding. I was going up to sing at her wedding, and so I wrote her a song. And then I wrote 2 Christmas songs because, of course, as you know, I love Christmas. Or as anyone who knows me knows how much I love Christmas. And then the last song I wrote was way back in 1994. I was invited to... Or actually, no. No, I wrote one of the Christmas ones. Actually, I think I wrote both the Christmas ones after 1994. But I think one of my favorite songs that I wrote was the one I wrote in 1994. I was asked to sing at the variety concert that they were having for my hometown's 100th birthday. And I was living in Ontario at the time, but of course coming home for the summer. It was over the July 1st weekend, or Canada Day weekend. And I was like, what song am I going to sing? I knew that another friend of mine, 2 friends of mine from high school that I graduated with who were also singers, they were doing a duet from the Phantom of the Opera, and I didn't want to do that kind of thing. And I was playing for them for that song, and to accompany them on the piano. And anyway, so I sat down and I thought, you know what? I'm going to write a song about my hometown. And so I did. And I sang it, and I had people in tears. It was about being away from home and coming back home. And actually, I was teaching in a kindergarten to grade 5 school that year or so. In order to practice to be able to sing it for the variety show, I practiced and sang it for each of my classes. It's called Faces. But in order to sing it in the variety show, I sang it for each of my classes. Well, anyway, one of my grade 2 classes, oh yes, Ange does amazing work too. So I was singing my song Faces for one of my grade 2 classes. And at the end of it, one of the little girls was like, she was like sobbing out loud. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Are you okay? And she's like, yeah, my grandma died last week and that song makes me think of my grandma. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because the song is kind of wistful and like missing home and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, well, okay, I did something right writing that song. If a kid in grade 2 made the connection and the relationship to missing someone. So I'm thinking, did something right in that one. Thanks, Dee Dee. Thanks, Eileen. I think I did a good job getting the, the dimension here, the shading. As Paula says, I struggle with knowing where to put the shading. But I kind of think, not bragging or boastful, but just being proud. If you can't be proud of what you do, what's the point of doing it, right? Like, saying you like something you do is not the same as bragging about it. I'm just pleased with how things are. But I think I did a good job getting the dimension there on that braiding section. So I'm loving this blue. Oh, this blue is thanks, Sierra. My Maglite app, Dee Dee. Yep, I use my Maglite app a lot. Cobalt blue hue. Number 133. Will I sing you the song? Sure. I'd have to haul out my guitar and tune it up. Maybe at the end of today, I'll stop the recording and go get my guitar and sing it for you. I haven't sung it in so long, I'll have to make sure I remember all the words. I usually do it with piano, but I can do it with guitar, I think. I need. Sorry, Dee Dee, I don't have any white, so I have to use my eraser. But hey, if it works, right? What's lazy about making quiche, baked potatoes, and a salad? That doesn't sound very lazy to me. I think I'm going to have hamburger and some hamburger today, I think. And salad. Hey, Kathy! I love quiche. Oh, cheese and bacon quiche? Oh, now you're making me hungry. Now you're making me hungry. Not fair, Emma. Jeez Louise. Thanks, Kathy. Ooh, Captain Crunch. CR's having Captain Crunch. Or she says it's a good meal, yeah. I can't eat Captain Crunch. Too much sugar in it. So if I have cereal, it's shredded wheat. I know, boring, but I put a little cinnamon sugar on it and it spruces it up a little bit. It's the only kind of cereal. Or, well, sometimes I'll buy Honey Nut Cheerios for a change of pace, but I don't know. It's just not a lot of nutritional value. Of course, not a lot of traditional nutritional value in a lot of the stuff I eat, so except for my salads. Oh, Dee Dee, that's hilarious. I love it. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Carrie will love it. Carrie will love it. Trick is to stop trying to fix things before you make it to the point where you can't fix it anymore. That is the trick. Yes, your link came through, Allie. Well, when we were growing up, Captain Crunch was my younger sister's favorite cereal. Honeycomb was my older sister's favorite, treat cereal, as we would call it, because we only ever had it as a, occasionally as a treat. And Alphabets were always my favorite. So I was going to say, what did I do with my dark blue? I put it over on the wrong side for some reason. I was trying to use my medium one and wondering why I wasn't getting any color. I was like, oh, wrong pencil, Jean. Wrong pencil. Okay, I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that now. Now if I can get this side kind of blended a little better. But I might have run out of tooth in the paper. That's not bad. Okay, now I need to do the cuff here. Peanut butter Captain Crunch. Oh, I don't know if I ever had heard of peanut butter Captain Crunch. Huh. Uh-oh. I think that's the wrong blue. Because that's almost a purple. Oh. Huh. Oh! There's the right one. Okay, that's not the right blue. Oh, well, it's on there now. It's purple. I knew it looked purple, but I didn't notice it till I got to the... Let's see if I can fix it. Someone's taking over, Dee Dee. They're taking over. They're taking over. All right. Had to save that little bit. Okay, now let's move on and finish. I really like the way that turned out. I really like that sleeve. Huh. Hmm. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think Dee Dee's... poor Dee Dee's being, I don't know. You sure you're okay, Dee Dee? Love it. Erasing for highlights. I love it. I love it. Oh, I picked up the wrong thing. See, Dee Dee, I don't need a white pencil crayon. Hey, Macadamia! It's about time you showed up. Sheesh. Uh-oh. Of course, I mean, I could have just left this lighter in the first place when I was coloring, but this is an easier way to do it. Yes, sir, it is. Less planning. Thank you, Macca. I know, Dee Dee. I was just teasing you. Obviously, my next trip to Michael's, I'm going to have to get myself a couple of white pencil crayons. Yes, that's what we call them on Mars. Pencil crayons. All right, right shoulder time. Right shoulder time. Went outside the line there, dang it. I'm just in my head as I'm looking at this, I'm just making up where I think there will be folds in the fabric. Just pulling it out of my head. I'm not looking at a source or anything. Just what I think looks good. And then going with it. Thanks, Dee Dee. thanks. Maka. Maka Maka. I saved her face the other day. Oh, I keep rolling under my board here because I just have a roll of tape underneath my board, so it's angled a little towards me. Just a little easier for me to see. If it was coming from the U.S., definitely, Vicky, I would definitely call and just check and, just say, what date did it get in? Because I'm just concerned it hasn't arrived yet. I haven't seen. I know, like, he would be sleeping when she got up this morning because he works midnights. So, I'm thinking that she would actually be going out. Well, no, I suppose he should have. If she was awake when he got home from work. But she didn't say. Didn't see anything on her Twitter yet. So, happy birthday shout out to Miss Paula, Journal Artista. Hey, Natalie. Nice to see you. I didn't see you come in. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I just have to finish what's in here, this section here. And I better do another sharpen because this area is quite delicate. I think I missed my dark shadow on this one completely. Okay, sorry, I had to move one of my legs. My knees are annoying me. So yesterday I reached the halfway point of my secret project. Woohoo! So that's exciting. It's going to be Happy Mail for one of the fibs. All right. I think you need to stop at some point. So I'm going to stop with the shirt now. I think Vicky has one sock. Academia. I don't know. Extra small, Vicky? I sure hope so. All right. So now I need my black, because I need to do my wrought iron black. Actually, I'm going to do what gray will work. Don't want it too light, but I don't want it too dark either. Let's see. Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay. This is going to be interesting because thank you, Terry. Yeah, thanks, Natalie. Thanks, CR, Carol, Renee. Okay. So I'm going to do this as wrought iron work here. Is that a lot? Are those lights? Or is it just... Would you guys say, are these lights hanging on the posts? Or is it just decorative stuff? Would you say it's lights? Whoops, sorry. Before I start coloring, I kind of need to know that, but I'll do the polls while I wait to see what you guys think. So I'm going to do a gray first. I don't know, they might be too thin for me to try and do a highlight down the center, but we shall see what I end up with. Yeah, that's what I thought. They look like lights. Okay. All right. Sherry. Yeah, that is the light. So I'll have to get some yellows out to do that. I'm just starting with gray so that I can then add the black. No, you're not wrong. You agreed with everyone, Sherry. That's what everyone said, that they were lights. I don't have to worry about that with gray because that's just going to have to be black. So if you're watching on recording, thank you for coming to my Ustream or my YouTube recording, but you are welcome to join us live. Most of the time, these are a really nice group of ladies. I'm just kidding. They're always a nice group of ladies. I'm going to do the whole thing as black metal ornate, except for obviously the light bulb part. So I'll be wrought iron. This is in London, so. Alright, so I think I'll do the light next. You're here for a good time, not a long time, so have a good time. Sun doesn't shine every day. That's not right. That's not quite right. Sorry, I messed up those words. But welcome back, Terry. That was just for you, Macca. Okie dokie. So, oh, I can't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. Thank goodness it doesn't. Woohoo, Vicky! There should be. Our Salvation Army always has tons of books. Get them a look for magazines there too. For collage, if you want to do collage, that is. I should have used a ruler for that black line. Oh well. Alright, I need a nice sharp point for this part. Sorry, I just have to do this. You have to use a ruler because it's bugging me. This other edge isn't bothering me as much. It's not good either, but And I'm just going to go back in with my gray. Okie dokie. For heaven's sakes, I guess I should have used the ruler for this side too. Get my ruler out. Gonna use my ruler for the other one. Learned my lesson the first time. Better. Yes, these are Prismas. Oh, diving's on. We've got 2 Canadians in the finals of the 10-meter women's diving. Woohoo! This area is just too small for me to do detail on any detail. I don't even know if I'm seeing the shapes right, so it's like, So my lamppost sucks. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, guess I need to do it this way. But then I'm not going to be able to see because the... Okay, see if I can get close enough here. So I can see what I'm doing. So just take my black Prisma. This one's a little wider to do a little better shading with. Oops. Thank you, Vicky. Let's see here. I'm just going back over with my light color to blend that, and then I'll do another layer of black. Ouch! Okay. So I think I'll go in circles here to blend the black out a little bit with the gray. Oops, Jean. Lord, you're messing up even going outside your own line. Not keeping my pencil sharp enough. And it won't sit flat, that doesn't help. Alright. Alright, gonna try and fix up my line here again, because I totally messed it up. well, now I've made it a whole lot bigger, haven't I? Oh, well, whatever. That's okay. It just makes it look closer. Even closer. Okay. Now I'm going to turn it upside down to do the... Welcome back, Sarah. Okay. Oh, her earrings. Oh my goodness, I have to do her earrings. Okie dokie. I almost forgot. Oh, and I have to do her nostrils. Poor woman has no nostrils. Oh. There's a kind of hush all over the chat today, all over the chat. Dee Dee will notice that I did use my eraser and put some more highlight in her lip from the other day. From my picture. On her bottom lip. Alright, now the background. Oh no, not the background. Jean, you need to do her earrings. So her earrings are going to be blue and gold. So I'm going to do... See that brown one that I was trying to, it must have somehow gotten dropped because none of these are breaking. This is my new set. None of these are breaking as I'm trying to, as I'm sharpening. That's the only one, and it must have been somehow dropped somewhere along the line. These are going to be specifically designed earrings to match this outfit. So they're going to be blue and gold. Hey, Galina. Oh, I forgot something on my post here. I forgot to blend with my gray here. Gosh, that was close. Whoops. Okay, so I need my dark blue here. Alright, so now I need I did not keep out the yellow that I used on her buttons. I don't know why I didn't. Left out all my other colors so I would know. There's the gold, but I don't really want the gold because it's not a bright enough gold. Oh, I know what I want to do. Oh, I know. Well, I know what I want. I'll have to do it over the buttons too to make it blend properly, but I can do that. I'm going to use my gold gel pen. Yummy. This is my Signal gold. It's a very yummy gold. I think what I'm going to do is use this a little bit on the buttons to bring the buttons down to that color. Give them that metallic look. Now, background. Kind of want it to look like stucco. So, bye, thanks, Dee Dee. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Eileen. So I think what I'm going to do first on the background, since I kind of want it to look like a... Alright, so what color? Oops, 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 oops. Color. So I'm just doing some lines here. I just want it to look like she's standing in front of a stucco wall. I guess it's not really where she's standing because she's got light standards, but whatever. I guess technically she should be, whatever. Guess I should have thought this through a little more clearly, but yes. Well, she's got some clues now. Taken me a couple of hours to do her shirt. I'm just trying to make like a distressed looking wall on the background, so whoops. Have no idea if this is gonna work, but I might have used too dark a brown to start with, but we shall see. Thanks, Bunny. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Connect it instead of having patches. Thanks, Imelda. Thanks, CR. Bye. See you later, Macca. Thanks, Janice. Bye, you trouble. Miss you while you're gone. Okay, let's see if I can make this not look weird. I'm not going to be as patient with the background. This is kind of like not the, most important part of the photo, in my opinion. So I may even go back and use my blender pen in the end to give it more of a paint light look. So if that's the case, I don't need to be perfect with this blending because I'll use my blender pen. Thank you. See you, Sarah. Thanks for coming. It's not exactly what I pictured, but I think I can blend it a little bit more with my blender pen. I should have used a slightly lighter, or a few shades lighter brown instead of the darkest brown that I did, but you know, you learn by doing. Right. Right. I still have to do a shadow around, shading around her. But I want to finish this half and then use the blender and see how it works out. I'm at 2:32 for recording, so that's good. Yes, Paula did stream last night. She did a journal page and showed some gel pens, etc. Thanks, Vicky S. Thanks. Oh, yeah, the UK version. Let me tell you, the UK version of Big Brother is a lot more spicy. Yeah. Yeah, they show a lot more on their TV than we do here in North America, let me tell you. Wow. Wowza. Wowza. Let me tell you. Alright, so let me try. Let's see what happens when I try my blender. Pencil. Let's make sure I've got the right thing that I want here. I think it is. Oh no. That's not what I want. Glad I checked. Colorless. Here we are. The other one was gray. It would not have done what I wanted it to do at all. I just need to use the blender pen where this darker color is to kind of spread it a little bit. I don't need to use it on the whole background. You have to be careful though, if I go into the black, it'll smear the black too. You can see how it's smearing and blending that. And yes, Dee Dee does it with layers and layers and layers, but you know, if you're impatient like me, the blender pen works great. Yuck, Eileen. Yuck. You have to make sure this blender pen's your last layer though, because you're not going to be very effective with pencils once you do your blender. It's colorless, but it does put down a lot of wax. Edmonton's about a 5-day drive, but sure, he can wave. I might see him. Oh dear. Edmonton is as far away from me as LA is from New York. And Edmonton's not even the West Coast, but Canada's a much bigger country. So, yeah. But thanks. Yeah, I don't like that at all, but anyway. Whatever. I think that's what I needed. I need another color of brown in here so there's not quite as much of a jump to the lighter colors. That's what I needed. Just need to give that shape. That's all. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Thanks, CR. Wow. I appreciate Happy Mail, but I do like people to know that I am the president of Club BAM for a reason. Club Bad at Mailing. I'm not good at replying with Happy Mail. I'm just bad at it, and I say that right up front. I like James Patterson. Well, not I don't like his he has a few that are kind of uh fantasy mystery. Don't like those ones. But I do love all his police and crime dramas. I love Faye and Jonathan Kellerman both. We're talking about books now, although I do audiobooks instead of reading, just because it's easier for me with my eyesight, and then I can multitask. I can do something while the audiobook is playing. So doing this one a little different than that other side as far as my color, so it's going to look a little different, but oh well. I'm still waiting for. I've had the newest. The only books besides like mysteries that I really enjoy are Sophie Kinsella. Oh my gosh. If you want a good laugh and you like really, like easy, entertaining reading, you have to read Sophie Kinsella. Her Shopaholic series and The Undomestic Goddess is another one of hers. And Can You Keep a Secret and Wedding. Oh, any by Sophie Kinsella are absolutely amazing. I've been known to read on the bus the Sophie Kinsella and absolutely laugh out loud. Now, I was very disappointed with the Shopaholic movie. They tried to put the first two Shopaholic books into the one or three into the one movie, and they just did not do a good job at all. Oh yeah, I read as a teenager and young adult, I read all the Danielle Steele novels going, but I've kind of, since I have no romance in my life now, I'm really not into reading the romance anymore. Ah, ah. I don't know. This background might be too distracting from her, but I should have just left it more plain. I was trying to make it look like stucco, but yeah. I didn't put any dark brown over on this side of the pole, but one little smear there. All right, now the only thing I need to do now is to go around her. It's my black one here. No, it's not there. It's in my... One moment, please. Let me zoom out. All right. Be right back. 1 minute. Going mute for a second. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me now again? Alright, now the question is, do I use gray or do I use black? Well, I'm going to try gray first. Because I can't go backwards, right? And it's probably not going to smear enough. Oh, it does a little bit over the wax. It smears better when there's I'm gonna have to use black, I think. Start down at the bottom. Here, see. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to do like a row of black. Let's try this. And then a little bit of gray. Yeah, I think so. I think that'll work. I need a new gray. I need a new black. I need some of the smaller ones. The tip of this black got all smooshed, and I'm not sure how, but it seems to have gotten ruined, the point of my black. Night, Petka. Sleep well. I understand. It's getting late over there. I completely understand. That works nice. Yeah, I like that. I think try just the gray up here. CR. Thanks, Janet. All right, regarding my song, I am going to do my song on Monday because I'm going to have to do some practicing. All right? So I will sing my song for you guys on a Monday. All right? And the reason I'm doing just the gray around her earrings is because the earrings would leave less of a shadow because they're not as heavy a object. Then with her hair, if I do the black, it won't be differentiated from her actual hair, so now if I ever do this again, I will coat the page with matte medium and then do this because you know, really need to. This is my black all pencil. I'm just gonna go around the image. Least of her shirt anyway. And no, I'm not going to wet and smear it. I'm just there we go. That makes the shadow look better. I should have just shadowed with the pencil crayons, I guess. Would have been easier. It's good to have a shadow, but you have to define the edge of that shadow too. Okay, that works. Thanks, CR. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Oh, I know what I should be using even instead of my all. My black Verithin. Where's my black Verithin? That's my navy blue Verithin. That'd be even easier. Oh, that works. Yes. Verithin's. Ooh, ooh. Pressed a little too hard at the pointy end. Broke. Let's try that again. Don't press so hard, Jean. See, I'm so used to putting pressure on my pencils. Whoa. That's not black. That's why it's not. Ouch. That is the... Oh. Well, that was my black, not the all. No wonder. Okay. Never mind. It was in the wrong spot. Never mind. Found it. I was thinking it was working a little better than the all pencil should have.